Make way and teach me. Say, hey, please teach me. Hey, look at you trying to algebra. Hey, you, yes, you, stop struggling so hard. Oh, come, be the first on the block to understand why. Make way, here he comes. Ring bells, bang the drums. You're gonna love this guy. Can you please teach me Adam H. Cartwright? Please teach me fabulously Adam H. Cartwright. Now try your best to stay chill. Brush up on those algebra skills. And come and join the spectacular online class. Please teach me fabulously Adam H. Cartwright. Better than 10 other teachers, definitely. He's written on all the chalkboards. Hundreds of students got bored. You sent those kids onwards. Why, please teach me, please teach me fabulously Adam H. Cartwright. Heard your math skills were so lovely to see. And that, good people, is why I got down and dropped by. Make way and please teach me. Why, please teach me.
Hey, what's up, my math friends? Good to see you guys again, and wonderful day 2 of our online learning this week. You guys will be back in class Monday before you know it. And on Tuesday, remember, we have the test over systems of equations. Today will kind of be the last new material that we will be learning that will go on to systems of equations, but it should be something we kind of already know. So today we will be dealing with word problems. Out of those and then finding a solution. So that brings us to our quote of the day, which is by Mr. Ace Hood. I woke up in a new Bugatti, right? So you can always look up your life like that, right? Some days you're gonna wake up in a new Bugatti. Some days you're gonna wake up without any shoes on. I don't know. The point is you can have kind of an attitude in life, whether it is true. I feel like Ace Hood might actually be able to afford a Bugatti. Mr. Curry cannot, but I could pretend, right? And that might put me in a better mood. Anyways, so we're going to be talking about Bugattis. And so I looked up the world's cheapest Bugatti because Mr. Curry is frugal, and it costs $1.9 million, right? And that is going to be kind of our starting point. So there are two options when you want to get a new car, right? You can either buy it, right, for $1.9 million, or you can lease it for $65,960 a month. I looked up both prices, right? Okay, so to get started, right, we got to write two equations. So the bottom equation is easier. What we're trying to figure out is, should we buy it or should we lease it? We're going to have this car for about 3 years, and then we're going to get another new Bugatti because we're fancy like that, right? So anyways, $1.9 million to buy it, $65,000 a month to lease it. Which would be more cost effective, right? Which one would be the cheaper new Bugatti? So we got to make a few equations. The first equation is easy. It is y equals 65,960x. That is going to give me how much it costs based on X months, right? Y is going to be how much it costed overall for me to own the Bugatti for X amount of months, right? Our next equation would be dealing with how much it costs to purchase it, right? And so when you purchase something, you usually put a 10% down payment on it. So that is going to be $190,000. Is 10% of 1.9 million. Our next step is to figure out how much our monthly payment would be, right? So we have y equals however much it's going to cost a month plus 190,000, right? And so let's do that real fast. We're going to do some rounding. Or no, sorry. 190,000 minus 1.9 million will give us 1.7 million. 710, right? And we're going to have to divide that by 10 years. 10 years at 12 months would be 120 car payments. So at 120 car payments, you will have officially paid off your new Bugatti. So your monthly car payment for your car is going to be 1.7 million divided by 120. So our monthly car payment is $14,250, sorry. And that's going to be times X. So you see how I got these two equations. My first equation is Y equals 14,250X plus your down payment of 190,000. Or the other equation for leasing it would be 65,000 per month, right? Times X. So let's see which one is more valuable in 3 years. 3 years would be 12 months a year or 36 months. So our value for X is going to be 36 here. So I'm going to plug 36 in for my X in the bottom equation. And doing that real fast, we do 36 times 65,960. And that gives us a grand total of 2.3 million. I have a feeling that that one is going to lose, right? Because 36 times the 1425 is going to give us a much smaller number. 14,250 times 36 gives us $500,000, 513 million, or thousand, sorry, to be exact, plus 190,000. So the buying the Bugatti option is actually way more beneficial, right? After 3 years of owning your Bugatti and driving it around, it would only cost $703,000. The rest would be still that you owe in payments, right? However, if you were leasing it, the same car for 3 years at $65,000 a month, you'd be paying almost $2.4 million for that $1.9 million car. So if you ever wondered why you would need systems of equations, imagine yourself waking up in a new Bugatti and figuring out how you have to pay for it, right? That's the gross part. So anyways, what we did here and what we will practice in the live discussion is writing an equation from a word problem. So I would have given you the equation, which is better, should I lease or should I buy this car? And then I would have given you the price point and how a lease works, right? And you should have been able to derive those two equations and then figure out that no, right? You should buy the car instead of leasing it if you're going to own it for at least 3 years. If you were going to own it for 1 month, however, that down payment of $200,000 would be stupid, right? So if you were planning on crashing your new Bugatti, you would definitely want to lease that. So if you have any questions, please return to the live classroom at this time, and I will see you there.